Alright, so I just have a bit of a quick update video for you guys regarding iOS 18. So iOS 18 Beta 2 was just released yesterday morning, and I just kind of want to give you guys a look at some of the things that have changed within Beta 2. So starting off, probably with one of the more notable ones is, as you can see here, the App Store icon now properly shows up within the dark mode icon when dark mode is enabled. Whereas in previously, in Beta 1, the App Store icon, for whatever reason, did not change and did not go into a dark mode version of the icon when you would activate the dark mode toggle. So now with this update, the App Store icon is properly updated and looks how it should with dark mode enabled. Alright, now moving on, still relating here to dark mode icons, but this involves the settings app. And what's going on in here is now when you have dark mode itself enabled, let's go ahead and toggle that now through Control Center. You can see now all of the icons that are on the home screen that change themselves into dark mode also now get reflected within the settings app. So you can see here under the App Store section, the icon shows as a dark mode icon. And if we go under apps, you can see we scroll down here, all of the system apps now properly show up as a dark icon with dark mode enabled. Now again, if I go and turn dark mode off, you can see those icons within the settings app now change and go back to their default color, which is pretty cool. So that's just a very slight minor change. Another thing that has been activated in this beta is RCS Messaging for phones that do not have iMessage, which this is primarily used for Android phones or communication between an iPhone and Android phone. But yeah, so in Beta 2, RCS Messaging is essentially now available, but it does not seem to be working at the moment. And on this particular phone that I have here, which this phone that I'm using is an iPhone, or a second generation iPhone SE, but still it does not appear that RCS messaging is showing up. So if I go down here to messages in the settings app, you can see that we don't have any toggle for RCS messaging. So not sure what that reason for that is. It could be that this particular phone doesn't have a SIM card installed currently, but I'm going to overlay a screenshot here so you guys can kind of get an idea of what that toggle might look like when it becomes available. Another little thing involving the customization for the home screen is if we go into the edit menu for the app icons, you can see this the sun icon or the brightness icon in the top left of this little menu here. Previously, that icon was only accessible when you had the dark mode icon option selected. Now it appears that that option is now available no matter what mode you're in. So you can have it in the tint mode, light, dark, or automatic. So you can have it throughout. And essentially what that little button does is it essentially dims your wallpaper. So if I tap it and activate that, you can see it adds kind of a dark mode, kind of lowered brightness version of your wallpaper. And you can have that in light mode or dark mode or whatever you like. So it's kind of just a little bit of a customization option there. Another thing that has been activated is iPhone mirroring. Another thing that I cannot particularly show on this particular iPhone, unfortunately, because again, it's not really working very well due to various bugs. But essentially, Apple has now activated the iPhone mirroring to a Mac in Beta 2. So it does work, and it does seem to work for some people, but it does not appear to work for me for some reason. So I unfortunately cannot show it. But essentially what that's doing is it's allowing you to have that feature of putting or mirroring your iPhone screen onto your Mac and being able to control your iPhone via your Mac while your phone is in your pocket or your bag or somewhere else in your house. Next up, a very small change in Control Center. So actually the next two things rather in Control Center. First one being is at the top rightmost of the screen. We have this little power button that lets you basically go straight into the power off slider within the system without having to press and hold the power button on the outside of the device. But in Beta 2, you have to now press and hold your finger on that power button for the slider to show up. Whereas previously in Beta 1, all you had to do is tap the icon to have it activate. And presumably this has been done to prevent accidental presses. So if you just tap it briefly, it doesn't do anything, which is good. But so now you have to press and hold to activate it. So that's actually a good thing because I did tend to do that a couple of different times and accidentally activate the power off. So it's nice that you have to press and hold it now. So the next thing is also within Control Center, and that has to do with the change of the menu design for Shazam music recognition. So in Beta 1, as you can see here, had a little bit of a different menu, more of a larger square type menu, where now, as you can see in Beta 2, if we haptic touch on the icon, it kind of has a much cleaner interface and is less messy, I guess, looking. It's just much more simple. And you can see the little icon at the bottom of this page here, and above it, just a very small little menu that lets you press recognize music or go to your previous recognition history. So moving on, there is now a little strange icon that is located within the iCloud settings pane within the Settings app for those that are subscribed to the iCloud Plus subscription. I cannot show this, obviously, because I personally am not a subscription or a subscriber to iCloud Plus, but I'll put up a couple of screenshots here to kind of show what I'm talking about. But basically in Beta 1, there was a little badge that showed iCloud Edition if you were subscribed to iCloud Plus, which didn't really make much sense. It looks kind of weird. And then now in Beta 2, that same strange looking badge, iCloud badge, is still there. However, the text is changed to now say subscriber iCloud. Still, though, it is a very weird icon to have in this in iOS in general. It's a really weird look, but I do presume that will be radically changed by the final release. I do not expect this little icon here to stick around. It's probably just a little bit of a placeholder for now until Apple comes up with a better design for that. Moving on now to a little bit of a bug fix, and this has to do with saving images from the Files app. So as you can see here, this currently is Beta 1 that we are looking at, and if I go into the Files app and select a photo, so this is a screenshot just of the home screen. And if I go to the share button down here on the bottom left, as you can see in Beta 1, there is no option to save that photo from the Files app to the Photos app, or rather to your Photos album or whatever within the Photos app. So for whatever reason, in Beta 1, that was removed by Apple. Kind of a weird glitch, but nonetheless. And now in Beta 2, if we go to the Files app and select an image, so I'm just going to select this image here of the same screenshot that I just showed. And if we go and try to save it to the Photos library or the camera roll, you can hit the share button down in the bottom left. It'll bring up the share menu. And as you can see here, we now have the option back to save image right there, which again will save that image to your photo library within the Photos app. So it's nice that is now back. Not really sure why it disappeared in Beta 1, but it's good that Apple has now brought it back because that is something that I do tend to use quite often within Files app. And lastly, to wrap up things here, is the Siri interface is exactly the same. Nothing has changed there. And the Apple Intelligence AI features are also still not available yet. Presumably, those may be released as a beta later this summer. or it may not come out entirely until the final release of iOS 18 in the fall, around September or so. But yes, as of now in Beta 2, none of the AI features are available, and the new Siri UI is also not available yet. So yes, with that all being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. It greatly helps out the channel, and also hit that thumbs up button as well. That really helps the YouTube algorithm know that you guys are enjoying my videos and to recommend my videos to more people. And yeah, with that all being said, hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one.